Alright, greetings YouTube. This is Beautiful Mind. This question comes in about solving this oblique triangle. So we have this triangle ABC. It's obtuse, and it asks us to solve the triangle. So we actually have the solution here. So we're just going to kind of explore. So this comes out of pre-calculus. Looking at this at first glance, I just opened it up and I'm looking at it. So just at first glance, I was like, okay, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, well, let's try. In my mind, I would say, let's try the law of sines, right? So if I was going to do the law of sines, I have my side B here. This is my side A, and this is my side C. So it doesn't look like we could do the law of sines because we would have to do. We can't do the law of sines. So we could try the law of cosines. So then the law of cosines. Because the law of sines goes, like say we wanted to solve for side B. We could say B over sine of B equals A over the sine of A. Or, you could also use C over the sine of C. But you see, here's one unknown. We know angle B. We know side A, but then we have two other unknowns. Or not like that. But so if we tried to plug this in, we would have two unknowns. So that would prevent us from using law of sines here. Okay, so then if I can't use the law of sines, something like this, then I was like, okay, well, let's try the law of cosines. So I would try to find side B. So then the law of cosines, so this is the law of sines, which we couldn't use, so then we try the law of cosines. So I would, since we're given angle B, I would solve for side B, and the law of cosine goes B squared equals, it's going to be A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine of angle B. I think that's how the formula goes. So then it looks like we have side A, we have side C, and we have angle B. The only thing we don't have is side B. So then B squared equals 14.4 quantity squared plus 10.5 quantity squared minus 2 times 14.4 times 10.5 times the cosine of 106 degrees. Okay, so then, we would take the square root, take the positive distance, and we get the result. So let me pull up a calculator. Okay. So it's clear. And let's refresh just to make sure it's working properly. Okay. So then, I'm just going to go ahead and take the square root. I'm going to take the positive answer just because we're doing distance. So I'm just going to take the positive result. So let's do, first we have 14.4 quantity squared plus 10.5 quantity squared minus 2 times 14.4 times 10.5 times the cosine of 106 degrees, close off the cosine, and then it should close off the square root. And mode, we want to make sure that we're in degrees, so that straightens that out, and I think that's about it. Now, so side B should be 20. It says round to the nearest tenth as needed. We should get 20. that is indeed what we get. So then B equals 20, whatever the units are. Okay. Or approximately. So this. Okay, but it confirms this. So then it says find the unknown angle C. So then from here, I would use, we could use the law of sines. I'm just going to try to use this exact result or take the decimal out far so that I can get as precise as possible. So then if I'm using the law of sines, and I want to find angle C, then it would be the sine of C over C equals, we could say the sine of B over B. So then angle C is going to be C sine of B over B, and then the inverse sine of all of this. Okay. So we're already in degrees. So I'm going to do inverse sine. Now the numerator is my angle C, which is the 10.5, times the sine of angle B. So I'm just going to say that answer, so I can keep it exact. That closes off the sine, and that closes off the numerator, divided by, I didn't do that right. Angle B was 106. Let's back up. So that's 106. So the sine of 106, close off the sine, close off the numerator, divided by, now we say that answer, side B. I was going to say that answer, just to keep the long decimal. And then close off the inverse sine. So then angle C, we should get approximately, looks like it's 30.3. Okay, so this is confirmed as well. 30.3. Now notice, I used the answer, I used that long decimal. Let's see what happens if we had plugged, instead of using that long decimal, what if I put in 20? So we still get our 30.3. It still kind of works, but again, my suggestion is to use the long decimal. And then, so for the remaining unknown angle, so then A, we would just say 180 minus the 30.3 minus the 106. And we get 43.7. Okay, and that confirms this. Alright. So from one beautiful mind to another, and enjoy the rest of your day.